Assalamualaikum and good greetings. So today I will be looking at the response from the survey that I have done on the composite structure student in terms of their preference in terms of how we will be doing the teaching and learning process onwards, right? So right now, because of the virus, the way we do teaching and learning process is not the conventional one. So mainly it's shifted a lot in terms of the online medium, etc. Right? So I just want to make a survey to get to know what are their preference in some of the items that I'm planning for. Right? So right now there are only 23 responses. I think this isn't the majority already. The class is quite small. It's final year class. So actually one person submitted twice. So okay. Okay. So the first question. Do you think iTaklim can be the main medium for communication, for announcement, assignment, etc.? So, of course, for those who are from the IIUM, you know iTaklim, that's our official platform. So, no. Hard no by 10 students, which is 43%. Yes for 4 students, the minority, and maybe. So, I'm not sure those who answer maybe, why is it maybe? Why is it yes, not yes or no? Maybe being diplomatic, I'm not sure. But anyway, so interesting peace sign there. Okay, next. Do you think there is a need for other medium for communication on top of iTaklim? No one says no need. So 16 says 16 out of 23, which is almost 70% says WhatsApp. 21 says Google Classroom, and 1 says Telegram is also viable. All right. Of course, most of Malaysians use WhatsApp compared to Telegram, right? I use both, so I know both. Okay, so yeah, WhatsApp and Google Classroom, that is. Do you have any problem to get internet? So this is the issue, one of the issue that I have to consider as a lecturer, because some student might have internet connection issue when I assign several things, like for them to go through an online live class, etc. Right? No problem. I have very good internet connection at home. So only 17% of 4 students. No problem. I have sufficiently good internet connection. 43%. Another 10 students. Manageable. I have good internet connection on my phone. Okay. So here, 30% says they have good connection, but on their maybe mobile data or something, I'm not sure, but it says manageable. Slight concern, my smartphone data is the only internet connection that I have at my home. So this is the issue, because some of the students, I have both. I have internet here from the mobile provider, and also I have internet at home, right? The broadband internet there, right? So it's okay for me. But if they are only depending on internet of their phone, and their phone internet is not that reliable sometimes, then that might be a slight concern. And then what is this? Major concern, I depend on others for internet connection, such as others mobile data hotspot, Wi-Fi from next door neighbor, or I cannot see it. It's from McD or McDonald across the street, for example, right? So that's one student that do not have his own internet connection, be it from home or even the mobile data. So that is a major concern, I think, because if we have any live like Zoom or Google Meet, etc., this student will have a major problem, right? What is this? Another thing? No problem, I have sufficiently good internet connection at home. Alright, so only one with major, but another 4 with slight concern, because this depend on what happened to the phone, right? Whether it's good enough for any certain online medium. Okay, so I have to consider that. But with this major concern, then I cannot impose synchronous class for all, right? Because this will be left behind. Yeah, so that's the thing. Do you have sufficient tools for making online learning online, doing assignment, etc.? So from 23 say they have laptop or computer, so there should not be problem for Excel assignment, etc. So that's okay. and in addition, because this is all the students already, so in addition to have tab, and obviously only 13 have smartphone. What about the rest? What about the other 10? They do not have smartphone that can use. Okay. Alright, so this is where I want to see their preference in many aspects, right? So here is about recorded video. If I put a lecture in terms of recorded video and they have to watch. So first, if possible, avoid. So there's 2 students that really do not like to watch online recorded lecture, I guess. 3 students have no feeling about this. 9 says good if possible. If I make the lecture on online for them to watch, good if possible. And another 9 says yes, please, please, please. So they really like. So as a whole, this is inclined towards yes, I should be doing that in terms of having a recorded lecture online and them to view on their own time, I'm assuming. Next question is about self-study from the textbook. For example, I just assigned read chapter 2 on your own from the textbook. So 5 says really I don't like this. Really I don't like this. Okay, 5 do not like. Another 7, if possible, please avoid. No feeling. 6, good if possible. 4, so, and 1 says yes, please, please, please. So there's only one bookworm here, I guess. So this is slanting towards no. As a whole, they do not like to have self-study from textbook. In comparison to recorded video, so perhaps in general as a whole, this is preferable than for them to just read from the book. Alright, live online session. Okay, so 2 says I don't like this. I'm assuming the one that have internet connection problem from the previous question may be here, right? Because they cannot actually go on to live online session. If possible, avoid. But this is slanting towards yes, please. Okay, so for those who are preferring a real-time conversation or lecture, they will prefer this one compared to recorded. However, that is possible. Those who like that 9 and 3 is less than for those who says recorded video, right? So because some of them do not like this one, so I have to, yeah, how do I want to do this? I have to consider, right? This one is almost confirmed already, right? A lecture, recorded lecture put online for them to watch and their own time. But this one I have to consider for these 3. Next is what? Live online session for Q&A. So I think this is a bit different. This is live online session for Q&A after I have self-study. Meaning that after the study, then we have live short Q&A question, if any question, right? So I don't like this one. If possible, avoid. That is interesting, because those who dislike live online session is less than live Q&A. So I think that's a Malaysian typical student. They do not like interaction. They just want to sit and listen to the lecture and no need for two-way communication. I just want one-way communication. They do not like the question and answer, generally speaking. So that's the typical Malaysian, I think. But still there's 11 and 1. Okay, 9 and 3 is 12. This is also 12, right? So I think the student here still prefer to have Q&A, right? But the level of enthusiasm is less, because this is 3 and 9, this is 1 and 11. Okay, so the Malaysianness is still affecting, I guess. What else? What next? Okay, give assignment for me to learn from doing. Alright, so if possible, avoid 2 student, no feeling 9, good if possible, and then yes please. So this is slanting towards okay, we will do it inshallah, and you will be doing it because the assignment 3 I have already recorded and will be uploaded, or have already uploaded by the time you watch this, right? So do that assignment, and we will be having continuously that kind of assignment by doing on Excel inshallah. Alright, what is this next? No need for class. Okay, so I just also want to ask if any students feel that no need to class, no need to have any class, just have something else. Okay, so 9 says don't like this, and if possible avoid. So basically the majority still want to have some class, right? Be it recorded, live, etc., right? But they have want to have class. 8 says no feeling, but actually 1 says yes, please. So 1 really dislike having class, I guess. But of course we will have inshallah classes in whatever medium possible. Okay, inshallah. Assignment to submit Excel file. So if possible avoid, there's 2 students. Unfortunately I will not avoid this. 11 have no feeling, good is possible, yes please is 2, right? So we will proceed with this because this is one type of assignment that I think is feasible for you to do, and also will help you in terms of getting some understanding what is the concept behind the equation, etc., or how the equation is applied. This is what assignment to submit recorded video for me explaining what I've learned. This is if I assign assignment for them to record themselves explaining, right? So 10 says really I don't like this, and then 6 says if possible avoid, and then 5 says no feeling, and 2 says good if possible, right? So I think I'm not sure whether this is a Malaysian thing or not, but they really do not like. I'm not sure whether the problem is recording or actually explaining, or both, right? But I think it is necessary for some of the assignment to be like this. It's just that maybe I would consider audio also instead of video. We will see. Finally, whether they prefer to have just specified topic to be learned, I will find any source to learn myself. 4 really don't like this. 6 says if possible avoid. 8 have no feeling. 3 says good if possible, and 2 says yes please. So this is very independent student, I guess. Just say what I need to learn. I will find myself YouTube, Google, whatever. There's a lot of resources out there. So but in general this is slanting towards no. we will see. Even if we adopt this approach, it will be, yeah, hopefully it will be okay if you are the student. Okay, any other comment for the lecture, what the lecturer should know before deciding the method and medium for learning process for remaining of the semester? This is not compulsory for them to answer, so only 6 students responded here. I hope this online method can be done efficiently. I do also hope so as well. We will try to figure out what is the most efficient way. If the online class is through streaming, if possible record the session and continue uploading it to your YouTube, sir. Very helpful for those who cannot stream due to weak internet connection. Okay, so this is, I guess this is one of the students that have internet issues. They do prefer the recorded and on YouTube because that's easier for them to stream compared to the live session. So duly noted, no comment. Okay, since we cannot see our friends face to face, I think it would be easier for any assignment to be as individual. So I think because just before the COVID-19 sparked the lockdown, etc., or the restriction of movement, the plan for the course is actually for them to have group project. This is specific for this course, right? So I think this comment is on that because in the current circumstances, they think that it is not feasible to have a group project. Generally speaking, I do agree generally that it is much more difficult for a group project to function in the current circumstances. However, some might argue that that is the challenge and that is the task. How do you train yourself to work in a group remotely, right? There's many functions that you can have, many medium for online meeting, even if it is not a live video, right? But I would consider this comment, inshallah. I haven't decided yet in terms of group project. Will there be any group project or not? No comment, sir, but I am very sorry that assignment 1 and 2 I didn't submit. I really forgot. I promise I will complete the assignment and continue if there is next assignment. So you are sorry that you didn't submit. It's fine. For me, it's fine because I just grade your assignment. That will give you your mark in your final mark. And if you don't submit, less work for me and less mark for you. So not a problem. No need to feel sorry. But for your own well-being, for your mark and your grade, make sure you submit all the assignment after this, so that you will not lose marks because you forgot. Right? That is really a very bad way to lose mark, right? Because you forgot to do something, right? Okay, so that's all for this survey. So yeah, I think moving on forward, hopefully we can find the best way possible for the learning process to continue, inshallah, that you will learn something from this course, and hopefully that is for the best, inshallah. We'll try our best to accommodate and to facilitate, inshallah. Wallahu alam. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. For those who still watching, yeah, see you next time, inshallah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.